Few moments later.
Hi and welcome to the channel. A little update on the Intos FNGJ20 tool room mill. In the last video I talked about the lubrication issues that I thought I had. I think it's working as it should. It was just me who has another idea of how it worked. As I mentioned, on the side of the mill there is a pump there's a pump which pump oil through a hose through the body, coming up here, going into the knee here, and going to the distributor right here. And there are 6 hoses on top and 6 in the bottom that will distribute the oil into the knee, all the slides in the knee, the Z and the X axis, and the lead screw as well. But my problem was I didn't expect or didn't see any oil on the Y axis. So my thoughts were that this block was feeding or pumping oil to the ram or the Y axis. But apparently it doesn't. It's only oiling the X and the C movement. The Y axis is lubricated through another oiling system, which are inside the base that pumps oil into the top spindle arrangement, the gearbox, and then the oil will, by gravity, fall into the feed gearbox and down to the compartment in the bottom again, and then it will be circulated. But there are some small holes in the castings that will make the oil, a little bit of the oil flow down to the ways and through the channels lubricate the way. And I did expect the way to be a little oily, and it actually is, but I did expect it to be more. But of course, as it is made as it is, no pressurized system, there is not much oil pressure to push it outwards. It's only the gravity of the oil or the movement of the ram that will distribute it in the way. And because the way scrapers are fully intact and doing their job, the oil is kept on the inside of the main housing. So that's why I don't see any oil on the outside, because it's actually just working as intended. So that's actually quite nice. And I think one of my friends and followers on Instagram said that Deckel mills are made the same way. So actually that is probably like many others are made. I just thought it was a pressurized lubrication system as on the other ways. So yeah, but and also I didn't think it was the same, because I remember that this system had way oil, ISO 68, and the main gear box lubrication system had another. And then I thought, why do they use non-way oil for lubricate the Y-axis? But I checked in the manual and it's the same way oil they use on both systems. So the oil in the way lubrication is the correct way oil, and so is the one lubricating the headstock, the gearbox, and the feed shaft. And so everything is working as intended. So that's actually quite nice. So now I will just assemble I will clean it, and then I will assemble it back to the like it was before. In general, all the ways are very, very nice. They are and the lead screw are like brand new. So it's quite nice. I've also removed this cover to check the oil pumping as it should, and I can see the oil is going out of the hoses. So yeah, that's nice as well. And one other things that I didn't misunderstood, and that is when you are pressing this button, you can see the pressure is rising to 1.5 bars, and it will get a shot of oil. And I thought, as long as I press it, as long it will get oil, but it's not working like that. This valve has a spring. I'm having a hard time explaining it in English, so yeah, you have to look it up yourself if you need more detail. But it will only push a certain amount of oil into the system. And what I'm seeing is if there's a little air bubble, it will travel around 10 millimeters, and then it will stop, and then the valve will retract and make room for another shot. So you need to stop the pump and press oiling again, and then it will move another 10 millimeters and so on. So it's only a step lubrication system. You cannot get a current or constantly flow. It will do it in steps. So when I thought I would just lubricate it for a long time, because to be kind to the mill, I have only had the pump running up against a closed valve, so it was pointless. It's better to do it like this. Do it in several shots, and then you will have the oil pushed in the tubes. So a little update on the Intos and the lubrication, and I hope this will help other people as well having the same issues as me, or maybe issues understanding why it's made as it is. Of course, you can see it in the, not of course, but here I can see it every hoses they are feeding. But if you are in doubt, then you should remove the covers on each, and then you can take a look at every place where lubrication should end up, just to verify everything is okay. Especially on a mill like this, where every ways are in super nice condition, it's very stupid not to lubricate them proper, and maybe on a short time destroy the surface. So yeah, pay attention. No matter what. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and bye bye.